Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World, and I heard that just now MSNBC has parted ways with Melissa Harris Perry. Now, if you really want to see a good analysis of that whole situation, go check out the video by Yvette Carnell from BreakingBrown.com. She actually did something on this channel kind of talking about this. And one of the things that Yvette has talked about is that the Harris Perry firing or demotion was pretty much expected, pretty much because according to Yvette, MSNBC was going out of its way to hire lots of black commentators, mainly because they wanted black people to kind of explain the Obama administration, right? Explain the black president. She called them Negro whisperers, which I think is kind of funny. And so just as Yvette had predicted literally 6 years ago, you see Melissa Harris Perry was demoted, and now she's been according to the Washington Post, she's going to be let go. That's what the Washington Post is saying. Reverend Al Sharpton, his show was demoted to the weekends. Joy Reid, her show was demoted from what I understand. And also there's a Latino host from what I gather who's also been demoted. And so ultimately, you're really seeing kind of this interesting transition as we're kind of moving back to white politics as usual. And this is also one of the reasons why I have a hard time really trusting white liberals. Don't get me wrong. Melissa Harris Perry and I have had our differences over time, especially when it came to Cornel West. I think that she allowed these same white liberals to prop her up, to shut down Cornel and to try to humiliate him for the sake of their agenda at that time. And the reason that that's difficult and very risky for black people is because the same white folks who will boost you up and hook you up are the same ones who will strap you up and take you down, right? So ultimately, Melissa, the same people that she lived by are the people that her career is dying by, at least when it comes to television news. She used language to say, I'm not owned by MSNBC, I'm not your little brown bobblehead, I'm not your mammy. So this very racially kind of tinged sort of language to say that she was frustrated as a black woman. And I understand that. That's one of the reasons why I don't work for these people or people like that. But at the same time, remember, these same people that you're fighting with right now were the people who boosted you up and propped you up and allowed you or helped you to take down another black man, Cornel West, who didn't do anything other than say that we want politicians to advocate for black people. We want politicians to care about poverty. We want politicians to care about mass incarceration. We want politicians to care about police brutality. We want politicians to care about black unemployment. All of those issues are legitimate issues. And so it's one thing if you're working with these white liberals and you're partnering with them, that's fine. But don't allow them to make you part of their hit squad so they can neutralize other black people, and then you want to go running back to the black community when these same white folks have treated you unfairly. That's the way it works. That show was never her show. That show belonged to MSNBC. That network is not our network. Now they're moving on to another agenda. Why? Because they don't need black people anymore. And if you want to understand the crux of the black unemployment problem in America, it's because since we don't have our own institutions and because we don't show much effort in many cases to develop our own institutions, we end up mad and screaming and throwing temper tantrums when our white buddies no longer take care of us. So no disrespect to Melissa Harris Perry, a brilliant woman, very good at what she did, but just understand, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So these same folks who helped her take out Cornel West are now turning the sword on her, and guess what? Cornel's not around to help her because she helped neutralize him. So that's all I want to say with you guys. I'm about to get on out of here. By the way, just so you remember, don't forget, we're coming to Chicago with the Black Economic Empowerment Tour. We're going to be at the historic Harold Washington Center, a beautiful venue, black owned, and we're going to be there on March 26th. So you can buy your tickets at drboycechicago.com. That's drboycechicago.com. And so anyway, until we meet again, take care. God bless. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.